Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another reaction to a state of play that we are getting today, Wednesday, March 9th. It is currently midnight here where I am. It's 2 PM for most people, I guess, reacting to this. And yeah, we are reacting to the state of play. It's supposed to be... I just spit on my... Anyway, you probably can't see that in the bad quality camera, but it's supposed to be a Japanese focused EA play, like Japanese developers. I don't know, like what makes you a PlayStation, like when PlayStation says our Japanese studios, do they just mean any Japanese studio that produces PlayStation games, even if they produce games on other platforms? It's just like, because that's what it seems like. So I mean, it can be basically any popular Japanese franchise, any indie Japanese franchise. It could be anything. And they also mentioned that they are reacting to, I mean, they are showcasing some other games besides just Japanese studios. So I mean, that's interesting. I don't expect any of the big stuff. I don't expect any God of War. I don't expect any Wolverine, Spider-Man. It's much too early for stuff like that. Maybe Final Fantasy stuff. Most probably something to do with Final Fantasy, because we have the remakes coming out. We have, I mean, not coming out, but we have the remakes to be waiting for, and we know that this Final Fantasy 16 currently being, I don't know what it's being. It's been around. It's been announced a while ago, and I don't think there's even is there a release date for that? I think there might be. And I know there's another Final Fantasy coming out like this month, at the end of the month. But yeah, that's all I can think would be a maybe. I mean, would From Software be involved? I don't know. They just released Elden Ring, amazing game. And so I don't think they would have anything to show unless it's like a remake from a Bloodborne remake, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we are here. It is, as I said, Wednesday, the 9th of March, 2022. State of play. And yeah, and thank you guys for watching. If you are, please feel free to like, share, subscribe if you want to. I don't know, I mean, I'm just reacting to a random video. But yeah, I mean, I hope it's not like indies. When they say these things, I always just assume that it's gonna be a bunch of indie games, because that's what happened the last time. But let's hope for something. They said great games, but usually when it's your products, you usually say everything's great. So and they're just throwing us in. Okay, we get it. You have a PS5. There's so many people that can't get one of those. 2043.
I am Ivy the android.
It's a VR. They said it wasn't going to be VR. Yeah.
A dinosaur outbreak will soon occur. Residents in the affected area have been evacuated, and a team of exo-fighters has been dispatched. A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain indoors.
Okay, they said no VR 2, PSVR 2, but maybe they're still gonna showcase like VR game. What the heck is going on? Of course, Capcom. Capcom, what are you doing? Where's Resident Evil? Where's Resident Evil 4 remake? What is this? We don't want this.
I make a sensitive situation.
You've been living fighting the chief directors for 2 years.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecast.
Why does everybody look like they have a different level of graphical texturing? This reminds me of Anthem, which was a failure, if I'm remembering correctly.
Exosuit development is proceeding under the guidance of the next-gen AI, Leviathan.
It's like Jurassic Park meets Anthem.
IBS continues to recruit candidates to become new exo-fighters. Humanity's greatest hope.
I don't know. This is something that I would probably never play. It looks like a multiplayer, so It looks like a multiplayer that you play for like a week and then... Not even a week, like maybe 2 days and then just never play it again. Exoprimal. Interesting. Why does this look like VR?
Right? Welcome to Ibius.
That was so long. That was 2 minutes of 20 minutes. From
State of Play
Capcom.
returns with more announcements and updates for your favorite games. We just saw the debut of Exoprimal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5 next year.
And it's exclusive.
Next up, let's get some
That's like
eye-popping
a-
updates for some fan
That's
favorites
like an
launching
Xbox
soon.
exclusive. No offense to... I don't know. Oh yes, Ghostwire. That's actually nobody. I don't... But anybody actually mentioned that? That's actually like went under the radar. It's coming out this month.
あいつはこの先に一体何を見ているっていうんだ。
Cyberpunk 2077.
こんなことが許されるはず。
This game looks interesting, but I'm playing Elden Ring right now, so I'm not really like interested in anything coming out in the next month or two. But I'll probably get like into this game sometime in the future.
妹は助けてやる。終わらせるぞ。
My gosh. Face the unknown.
来るんだろ一緒に。
The graphics on this still look a bit like outdated though. For this to be like a new game. March 25th. And this is also coming out this month. There's too many games coming out. Like we just had Horizon Forbidden West now, and Elden Ring, and Dying Light 2. And then we're getting Ghostwire Tokyo and this. And there's something else coming out as well, I think. March 18th.
Later today, visit PlayStation Store to download a new demo for Stranger
Okay.
of Paradise, Final Fantasy
Will I
Origin.
download it? Probably not.
Now, let's jump into the world of Forspoken.
The
with
game
some
that
all-new
got
gameplay.
recently delayed. Interesting. This game just got delayed. I don't care about it until it comes out. Until September, whenever they say.
It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, in a everything here wants to kill you kind of way.
Why? Tell me, why is this game more expensive than any game that's come out so far on PS5? Like, this game doesn't look as good as Horizon. There's certain things graphically about this game that doesn't look as good as Horizon even, and that was like cheaper than this. And the thing about this game also, it looks very empty. Like, the open world looks, it just looks like, I mean, it could be a Elden Ring situation where it looks that way, but once you play it, you actually like find random mobs and stuff around the world and caves and things like that. But from looking from the outside in, it looks very basic and like you're just gonna have random mobs in the open world, but with no context and no like story based around it. Like, you know, I'm still, even after, I'm not convinced about this game yet. She will rise October, especially because of the price. The price is like ridiculous.
That was a new look at
'Cause
the
you haven't shown
sprawling
me
PS5
enough to justify the
adventure
price.
Forspoken from Luminous Productions. Let's check out some 6v6 action in Gundam Evolution, a fast-paced multiplayer shooter coming to
Gundam
PS4
Evolution.
and PS5 later this year.
I know people like anime, but do they like Gundam games? I don't know. Next. It's better be like less than a minute. I mean, I don't know. If you're a Gundam fan, are you like excited for this right now? Is this making your tinglies go? It's like Gundam Halo. Like, just play Halo. I don't understand. Oh wait, I suppose PlayStation doesn't have Halo, so if you only have a PlayStation, you can play this instead of Halo, I guess. Gundam Evolution. Interesting, interesting. Network test for US and Japan. Okay, what about the rest of the world? Gundam. What? Isn't this out already? Oh. Like the original. These games were good. These games were fun. This game not so much fun. I could never finish this game when I had them. Okay, so they're releasing a collection of that on PlayStation. Some camera angles are adjusted for the trailer use. Right? Why not just show us the actual gameplay? You don't need to adjust camera angles to prove anything. Gigabash. Okay, so lots of indies as
Kaiju
predicted.
Brawler
As
Gigabash comes to
predicted.
PS4 and PS5 later this year. Next, a fan favorite fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
Fan favorite fighting game. What's a fan favorite? I'm not like in the fighting game scene, so I don't know. Is this not Street Fighter? I don't know. I don't know what this could be. Is this like that JoJo thing? That's JoJo, right? For fighting game. But didn't they announce this already? I feel like they announced this already. It's like an old game that's being like remastered or something. Or ported to like current game console. Well, I feel like that is what this is. It's a port, right? I don't know, it looks like it could be like an old game that's been ported. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. 50 playable characters available. Is that like a to be continued? Why did they put a meme in there? Is that where the meme comes from?
Our next 2 games will take you beyond life and death.
Death Stranding 2. Sifu 2. This is I like the Japanese like theme games, indie games. Is this? We just got Sifu, we don't need this anymore. But yeah, this is also something they've shown already. We've seen footage of this already. This is just we're delving a bit deeper into this world. Okay. Trick to Yomi. Starring Hiro Masazuki Kato. Are these like famous actors in Japan? Like, or are they from like... Oh my god, is that Shao Kahn? The heck was that? He had no nose. Where's your nose, sir?
Trapped in an endless
Okay, it's
cycle.
looking like it's gonna be a lot of
Fighting,
like indie stuff.
dying.
Okay, DLC for Returnal. DLC for Returnal.
Always the
Maybe
same,
new maps.
yet always changing. Astra, I'm not alone.
Returnal multiplayer. Returnal multiplayer. Returnal multiplayer.
Now I stand.
Nobody thought this would ever. This is
Before
what.
the
This is probably one of the bigger, most
Climb,
unexpected
as
stuff.
Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder
I think it's
upward.
Returnal multiplayer. Now they like confused
No
me when
matter
they took
how
away
high
that
I
second
climb,
player.
The challenge begins again.
This game was fun. It gets much easier once you
But I fight on.
beat the
Through
final
the
boss. You know,
infinite.
once you beat the game, it's much easier.
Seeking answers.
It looks
Seeking
like new
ascension.
stuff. Also. New bosses and stuff.
My release is within this tower, and I will find it.
It is. I think that's DLC with multiplayer. What's it called? Returnal Ascension update 3.0 March 22nd.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension, a free
Okay.
update hitting this March.
A free update.
It's almost time to sign off, but before we
That's-
do, let's get a first look
That's
at
nice.
2 brand
That's
new
nice.
games
There's
coming
too
from
many
Square
gaming
Enix.
stuff happening. There's too much gaming available right now. I mean, unless you don't
Is
have a
this really
PS5,
what you want?
that one doesn't count.
And you were certain
But
that what we
that's
were doing
actually a good
was best for the people of
announcement.
the
I
kingdom.
would say for people that are struggling, especially with the game,
suppose
because
it would,
people
in a
that haven't
sense.
finished it yet, there's a way for you to now
True.
play with a friend and like hopefully you still don't suck at the
It
game.
made me wonder. Am I still that same person?
Square Enix is doing too much. Like how many games did they make, like in a
era
year?
of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the
Not really my
Alliance.
type of game.
However, one
Strategy.
nation remained unaffected by the chaos.
War
the
map
kingdom of
stuff.
Alatain,
War simulated.
ward of the August, looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
We've finally been called up.
We're up against the Empire's main army.
We are to eradicate every last Imperial who comes ashore.
Keep focused.
Come on, everybody!
Epic turn-based fighting simulator. I hate when they have like the cutscenes, like just make the cutscenes in the same style as the gameplay.
So
Look at
then,
all that damage.
what should we do now?
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That's right. All the more reason to avoid bloodshed.
It also likely means that we're in danger.
Like, why these cutscenes
It's
actually in the
only way
game?
for us to survive.
It's almost over. The best thing so far was Returnal multiplayer, Returnal co-op, and DLC. Okay, we get it, Square Enix. This is your showcase. Some camera angles were adjusted for this. What were the camera angle adjustments? In an unjust world,
If the will
what
to
will
fight
you
still
choose?
lingers within you, then accept my offer and join me.
Valkyrie,
Okay.
heed my words. Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious lies on the brink of annihilation.
It looks interesting,
Become my tool of intervention.
but I don't really get into like
And save this
these
world.
JRPG games, and this is something that I'm really interested in. What's happening here? What's he doing to her? What does it mean? Final Fantasy. Literally Final Fantasy logo. Literally the same
Your
like,
efforts
logo
to
design.
remain undetected are lacking. Reveal yourself.
This better not be the last thing.
Who are you?
That's all for today. We'll see you soon with another State of Play.
PlayStation.
So that had to be okay. Honestly though, that was an okay State of Play. Nothing new announced though. That is like a big deal. Most of the new stuff announced was indie games or games that I don't think anybody was really like expecting, or they still don't expect it, you know, like they already forgot those games existed. I'm sorry to the developers that are developing those games, but like Ghost of Tokyo, we knew about that already. The Final Fantasy stuff, we knew about that already. Like the stuff that was new in the showcase that we didn't know about and is not releasing like soon, like Forspoken, we knew about that. Like everything else was, besides the like the Returnal stuff was like nothing really interesting or like exciting to me. There's probably people out there that find all the JRPG stuff exciting. I don't know, the dinosaur slash Anthem thing. What's the other thing? Like, I don't know if people are like looking out for like I'm sure there's like Final Fantasy fans that are interested in Final Fantasy, the Origins thing, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. But I'm not really like looking out for it. It's not like something I have to play or anything. I mean, there's a demo if you want to, but yeah, like for me, the showcase, the only like thing that like was interesting or like, you know, for me was the Returnal stuff. And I'll probably like try out the survival mode thing, but I'm not gonna like, unless there's like a trophy tied to it, I might go with. But if there's not, I'm probably not gonna like put much into that. But I mean, it's a free update, and it's like a cool thing that you can play with somebody else. You can co-op the story with somebody, and yeah, that was basically because Forspoken was supposed to come out I think this month, and it's been delayed to like September or something like that. So I mean, I think they must have planned the state of play around the idea that this was gonna release, that Forspoken was gonna release this month. But I don't think they like wanted to take it out because it's still sort of relevant. But I think this was probably like a last minute thing, so they just decided to keep Forspoken in the showcase. But yeah, I expect like God of War and those things to be closer to its release when we get like an actual release date, or maybe closer to the end of the year if it does come out this year. But yeah, everything else was kind of meh, like you know. But yeah, I'm sure there's stuff, like always, I'm sure there's something in there that people like, but most people are probably not going to be satisfied with what was shown today, because you know, there's so many good like big Japanese studios. When you say Japanese studios, great games from our Japanese studios, people expect things like Final Fantasy 16 and like maybe like a Yakuza game or something, like I don't know, or like the Bloodborne remake that everybody's been asking for. But I don't know, we just got Elden Ring, I suppose. But yeah, that was State of Play, what is it, the 9th of March. It's technically the 10th here, but the 9th of March State of Play. They had some good stuff. Oh, and freaking Halo downgraded. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did, hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go play some Elden Ring or something.